Hey guys, how are you all? This is Dr. Siri Ummaneni, obstetrician and gynecologist. Today, on the occasion of World Cancer Day, I would love to pledge and spread some awareness against cervical cancer. Why did I choose cervical cancer? Let's see. Cervical cancer is a unique cancer which is commonly affecting women among 40 to 50 years and is more common in women who use oral contraceptive pills and women who have multiple children and also women who usually smoke. This cervical cancer is caused by human papillomavirus. There are around 200 types of human papillomavirus, which can be divided into low risk and high risk groups. The statistics of the disease are more scary than what you actually think. Globally, 5.5 lakh women are being affected with cervical cancer every day. Coming to India, it is 1.25 lakhs. So, 23% of global burden of cervical cancer is being occupied in India, right? So let's see how we can actually prevent it. Effective screening and vaccination remains the cornerstone for prevention of cervical cancer. Women of 25 to 69 years should be screened with cervical cancer. Effective screening can reduce the risk of cervical cancer by 70%. And if caught early, the survival is more than 85%. We have two screening tests. One is pap smear, also called a cervical smear, and the other one is detection of HPV. Pap smear detects the abnormal cells in the cervix. This includes a physical examination and sampling a cervical cytology, which detects abnormal cells. We can detect the disease even in the pre-malignant stage. That means it in a very early stage, even before the cancer develops. If we can detect as early as this, and if we can treat with minimally invasive procedure, we can even stop the cancer from being occurring. And the second test is HPV screening. HPV, human papilloma virus, will cause certain cellular damage to the cervical cells, which can be detected in the early stages of cancer. For the woman who is 21 to 29 years who are sexually active should undergo pap smear test every 3 years. And for the woman who is in 30 to 65 years, we do what is called as combined test or integrated test, which includes HPV test as well as cervical smear cytology. If the woman is going to, if the woman is undergoing only pap smear test, then she has to undergo this test every 3 years as previously. If the woman is going for an integrated test, she can undergo for a screening test every 5 years. The next step in the prevention of cervical cancer includes vaccination for the against cervical cancer, which is against HPV. HPV vaccination is one of the safest and most researched option we have to prevent cervical cancer. This vaccine is given for children among 9 to 14 years, even before they are sexually active, for a better prevention. For the children who are less than 14 years, this vaccine is given in two doses. That is, one dose is given like at zero. One is the zero dose, and the other dose is given after 6 months. If the vaccine is being given to children more than 14 years, this vaccine is being given in three doses. That is zero dose, 2 months, and 6 months. Have been getting few questions regarding why should this vaccine be given to kids. So this is for all the parents especially. This vaccine is just like a helmet. It's better to wear a helmet than to wait until their heads hits the ground. So this vaccine works really better if it is given before any exposure to the virus. Have got few patients who have asked, like, I'm waiting for my kids to get married. Shall I wait and give if they are after marriage? Shall I give the vaccine? See, the risk of exposure to the HPV is 80%, even with a single episode of exposure to the virus, even with a single partner. There are three types of vaccines against HPV. One is Gardasil and one is Cervarix, and the third one is still under trial, that is a nanovalent vaccine. Gardasil is a tetravalent vaccine which is effective against four strains of HPV, whereas Cervarix is a dual valent vaccine which is effective only against HPV 6 and 11. So, obviously, a quadrivalent vaccine is better than Cervarix. Whereas the third one is a nanovalent vaccine which is effective against 9 serotypes of HPV, which is still under trials. Coming to the safety profile and efficacy of the vaccine, In an analysis of 71 large trials, severe adverse reaction to the vaccine have been reported in less than 0.1%, and no deaths were noted post vaccination. Common side effects include pain and swelling, and syncope is one of the most common side effects which people have complained. That's why this vaccine is being given in a lying down position or a sitting position. So these are the age-wise steps to keep your cervix free. From 9 to 14 years, get vaccinated with HPV. From 15 to 45 years, get screened with pap smear and HPV testing. And if you are not previously vaccinated with HPV, you can take 3 doses of HPV over 6 months. And if you are in the age group of 21 to 29 years, you have to go for a pap smear testing every 3 years. And if you are in the age group of 30 to 65 years, you have to go for an integrated HPV and pap smear every 5 years, or only pap smear. That is not recommended. Usually it's better to go for an integrated test. For the woman who is more than 65 years, if all your previous screening tests are negative, you can discontinue screening. For the women who have already been hysterectomized, if the hysterectomy was done for a benign cause, that means the cause other than cancer, you can discontinue from the screening procedure. If the hysterectomy is done because of cancer, then you should continue with your wall smear screening according to the given age group. If you had hysterectomy during your delivery, that means that if you had a subtotal hysterectomy, still you should continue your screening according to the age specific range. Lastly, cervical cancer is not a woman's issue always. 97% of cervical cancers and vulvovaginal dysplasias can be prevented if male children of 9 to 11 are vaccinated. So, stand against it, all the dear men. So, stand against your mother, sister, wife, and daughter. Every woman is a. So, I have personally held hands of few patients who have suffered from cervical cancer, which is extremely heartbreaking and really, really painful. So, and the good news is finally we have the above measures to prevent it. So, let's all access the preventive measures, get screened, get vaccinated. Together, we can fight cervical cancer. I hope the information is useful for you all. Any doubts are really, really welcome, and you can stay subscribed. Thank you. See you all.